Hello everyone, once again, Willie Soto bringing you another valuable video to all my owners and friends. I do hope you find yourselves healthy and safe wherever you may be. Again, this platform was created to keep you up to date and informed on current events happening around our industry, but most importantly, to continue to put a face to who you've been working with. I do ask all the owners and all my friends to subscribe to this channel, share it if I bring any value, because more than ever right now, it's important to communicate and stay in touch with these platforms. However, I'm still a phone call away. You can reach me via text, call, FaceTime, email. My number is 626 246 4686. So today's topic, what I want to talk about is a question that comes up quite often when I talk to one of you, friends, even family, owners, clients. And that question is, how are you doing? How have you been able to do during this COVID-19, whether it's personal or business? And my answer is always the same. I've been great. I've been having actual personal breakthroughs. And, I briefly go on to explain because there's a routine that I've been sticking with for the last 15 plus years. And I feel that that routine has prepared me for situations such as what we're experiencing right now, has been able to keep me in alignment. So I figured, give those people I work with closely, an insight to how I operate, get to know me a little bit better, as well as be able to share some valuable information. And again, there's no specific age group with what I'm going to talk about today, or a specific type of business. This is for anybody, whether you're a student, whether you're an employee, or you have your own business, or retired. It doesn't matter, because creating personal breakthroughs at any age, or any wherever you're at in your life right now is very important. I know a lot of people are going through difficult times, whether it's financial, physical, mentally. I mean, there's a lot going on because there's a lot of people home, and we've never experienced anything like this, quite frankly. So moving on, I want to talk about guarding your mind, guarding your physical. But before I go on, this is going to be a three-part series video, because I don't want it to be too long. Also, just before I forget, those that don't know me, I'm going to give you a little bit of background. I am a real estate broker, have been doing this independently for almost 20 years. And but the base of my business right now is property management. We manage investments, whether it's commercial or residential. We deal with hundreds of people and properties combined on a monthly basis. So being on point, performing at a high level is very important to me on a daily and monthly basis. Because one thing I do tell all my owners and everybody I deal with, we just don't manage properties or sell properties or deal with real estate. We manage people. That's what we deal with. We deal with people's lives. So it's really put me to become an expert at certain things. So what I am going to talk about today is things that I've implemented or apply on a daily basis. So with that being said, I do encourage everyone on here that's watching or listening, create your own list. Creating your list is the first part. I am going to talk about a couple quotes as well that I continuously repeat, to myself. And I'm going to start with the first one, obviously being the obvious in the time that we're living in, that the way we do business or work will perhaps change forever. Okay. Change is coming. So when change comes, one thing that I do is embrace it. I'm not going to fight it. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to make it work. So know this, even the way people go to school now, I mean, it's going to completely change. They're going to have to rethink everything. So we are going to be experiencing some major changes. And I believe in every industry. Then, another quote is that the quality of choices will determine your quality of your life. Okay, so right now, think about this. the quality of your choices, whatever choices you're making while you're quarantined, I don't know what you're dealing with or what you're experiencing, will affect whether it be negatively or positively later in the future. So be very conscious of whatever choices you're making right now, because it may affect it, either good or bad. Before there was a gray area, not no more. It's either going to be black or white. So just be very mindful of whatever choices that you make right now will determine the quality of your life, in the future. Then another quote that I have here is that the little things make the big things happen. I can't stress that enough. I always tell people that we focus so much on the big things, like right now the coronavirus. Everybody's focusing. It's a big thing. Or sometimes goals. We focus on the shiny object goal, but we forget about the little things that will create the big things. So focus on the small wins, small actions, because that will get you to your ultimate destination. So don't lose sight of that. Always work on the little things. Okay. So I'm going to talk about 6 things that I do or that I think about that help me. Okay. So here we go. Here's the first one. The first thing that I do every day is I get mentally aligned. What do I do? Is basically I take quiet time. Right when I wake up. Actually, the first thing I do, I once I get out of bed, I put my gym clothes on. There's no negotiating that, because if I'm in my, sleeping clothes, I'm not gonna get too far. So the first thing I do, I get up and I put my gym clothes. Then, I get mentally aligned. What is mentally aligned for me is, the first thing I do is I pray. I pray and then I read, because I want to make sure that I guard my mind for the day, for whatever is going to come at me. I want to make sure that I'm ready. So, praying and reading something positive is very, very important. If you're not doing that, and it doesn't matter what time of the day you do it, but you just have to do it. Okay. After I do that, the second thing I do is an exercise that I learned through a coaching program, which is called the 10-10s. Okay. 10 things that I'm grateful for and 10 things that I want to attract. Okay. So the grateful, remember, it's the little thing. We really put off to the side the things that we should be grateful for on a daily basis. We take it for granted. Right now, I'm sure, we're grateful for a lot of things that certainly we weren't grateful for. Not that we weren't grateful for, but we wouldn't think about before because of the situation that we're dealing with. But yeah, being grateful, writing down 10 things that I'm grateful for, and it could be your health, your family, your home, your car. It doesn't matter, having food on the table right now, especially with what we're experiencing. Then I write 10 things that I want to attract. Those are small wins for me. 10 things that I want to accomplish throughout my day that are positive. That could be, having a stress-free day, just as simple as that, or having a laser-focused day, no distractions. So just the little things that create wins for me are written down on that 10-10 for the day. Okay. Then the third thing that I do is I put my physical first, meaning, you have to be active. You have to exercise. Okay. And again, for me, it's in the morning. It could be in the afternoon for you or in the evening. But putting your physical body, out there, and getting moving, getting exercise is very important. Also, your eating habits are very important. I love to eat. But at the same time, I have to be able to control that, because I know it's not good for me. So make sure that you exercise and you control your food consumption. Okay. So that's number 3. Number 4 is, you have to have a schedule. You have to have a routine. So this is a big one, because I know a lot of us are everybody is out of routine right now. However, it's still important to stick to that routine, because let me tell you, when this is all over, it's not going to be easy to get back on track. So if you were on someone else's routine before, maybe you were working or you were going to school and you were on their routine, this is the time to create your own routine, your own schedule. Because more than ever, if you don't create that, basically you have no direction. So you have to create a routine, you have to create a schedule, no matter the time or the circumstances. So that is a big one. Okay. And then number 5 is uh, be clear and certain. Clarity and certainty is very important. Okay, and when I discuss that, is what's your vision for your future? What are your goals? There's a lot of people home right now that didn't maybe do their goals at the end or at the beginning of the year. This would be the perfect time. There's never a right time, or I mean the perfect time to write your goals. There's a saying that when is the best time to plant a tree, and it's today, it's now. So if you're gonna start, planting some trees, would be now. So write down your goals, create that vision, how you see yourself after this quarantine, and where you see yourself going. So the vision, the goals are very, very important. And then number 6, the last one for this series, is your self talk. I can't tell you how important that is, because having the perfect language for yourself, a lot of us don't know and understand that we talk more to ourselves than we talk to anybody else. So just imagine all that negative language or information that you're feeding yourself. It's no good. Personally, myself, what I do, I try to keep myself busy, whether I'm reading, listening to audio, or watching things that are going to be productive for my mind. That goes with the first thing that I said, is you have to be able to guard your mind. Okay, so once again, quick little recap on this first part is get mentally aligned, in the morning or whenever you find that time. Okay, so that way you start guarding your mind, you put the full armor for the day. And again, whether you're quarantined or whether you start work, it doesn't matter. You just have to get mentally aligned with yourself. Okay. Then, if you want to create that exercise routine, that's a whole different, maybe video, but that's just mine. The 10 things. I just write down 10 things that I'm grateful for and 10 things that I want to attract. Then obviously number 3, putting your physical first, exercise, and good eating habits. Number 4 is have a schedule or routine. That's very important that you stick to that. Number 5, be clear and certain on all visions and goals. Don't lose sight. And number 6 is your self-talk. Okay, once again, make sure that you speak nicely to yourself. And I'll see you on the next video. And if you have any questions in regard to these first 6, feel free to give me a call. Again, 626-246-4686.